Hey, what's going on? We're out here, it's a beautiful February day, and today is calf weaning day. So we've been looking at Tiny Tina, our little calf, Big Red's calf. I don't know if you can see her over there behind me, but we've been keeping an eye on her, getting close to weaning. She's probably going on 7 months old right now, and her mom, Big Red, should be bred. So we want to make sure that she comes off her so that Big Red can take care of her next baby. So I had been thinking about it, and I ran to Tractor Supply to get some new cattle panels for this area that I'm about to set up for her, thinking I would do it in the next week or so. And when I got back, she had put herself over there in the water area, so all by herself. So it made things a lot easier. So no better time than now, since she decided it was time to go out on her own, and we're gonna get that started. So I'm gonna make a little area here behind me, basically where, see if I can turn this sucker around, basically where all of these calves are, or cows rather, just to the kind of left side of their winter holding area, basically where all of these girls are, and a couple boys. I'm gonna use some cattle panels, these blue cattle panels, and I'm gonna make an area that's roughly 24 by 36, and I'm gonna set her up over there, and that way she's right by her mom. She can see her, they can communicate, they can nose up if they want, but she can't nurse her. So she'll put her in her own little area right here and give her enough room to like stretch her legs, and we'll have her water bucket in there or her water trough in there, and we'll put a round bale in there with her, and so she can have all the food she wants, and then hopefully everything goes smoothly. So everybody's a little upset because they don't like their little girl over there to be all by herself, and they want to know what's going on, and they want to make sure that we're not doing anything with her. So it'll be fine. She's going to be here. Little Tina's going to be on the farm indefinitely, but we want to make sure that everybody's getting taken care of. So let's get started. It's good to have nice cows. They let you get close to them and move them around a little bit. For the most part, our girls are all pretty chill. This Big Red one right here, she's pretty chill, but she's a bit of a kicker too. So you gotta watch her. She's super curious, but she will 100% give you a little side kick if you let her. But it just makes everything so much easier if you can move them around, and if they kind of let you do your thing. You don't have to worry about turning your back on them or they're running off when you're trying to move them around. But we're just going to use a bunch of these panels, and we are going to build off of what we already have in place here. So like I was saying, they're called corral panels, and they're 12 foot. They're 12 foot by like 50 or 60 inches, I think. Hopefully 60 inches, since they're as tall as I am. But they're cool because they pin in with each other. They pin into each other, and so you can kind of lock them in place. They have these ends, and one end is open like that, and then the other end has a pin. Yep. See? One end is a pin. So they just lock right in place. So we use these over in the hay area, and we use them like gates so we can get in and out. And that way, you know what, I'm gonna turn this around. And that way we can basically go in and out anywhere we want when we want to move in hay, or like, because we use so much mulch over here, I can easily take them all down, and then we'll take down a couple, and I got a big opening, and then move in a bunch of mulch all at once. and they're real sturdy. They're not the cheapest thing in the world. They're like 130 bucks a pop. But, I mean, unless you lay them on the ground, or we had one over there that took a tree limb fell on it, so it's all bent up, but it's still functional. So, unless you let them rot out, they should last a good long while. They're not quite sturdy enough where you could just like do a big long run of them as a fence without putting some kind of post in the middle. Excuse me. Excuse me. Come on. But, so I might end up putting like a T-post in here. I mean, like I said, it's good to have chill cows, so it's not like Tina's gonna be busting out of this thing. The hardest thing is gonna be one of our friends over here is gonna be scratching on it, and then they're gonna be bumping all over it and knock it over or something, which we don't wanna have happen. So, we'll put a T-post in there. And I'm just kind of, go that way. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, you two. Everybody out. Party's over. Come on. I'm kind of just like doing it kind of like where I think it would work, and then we can just move it as we go. Because they're fixed lengths, they come in 12 foot and 10 foot. You're kind of at the mercy of where it lines up. But that's fine. We got like 5 of them. So we'll get it to the fly chute here. Give her plenty of room. She's got this big open area right here. And that way she can kind of lounge. We'll put probably a round bale right here for her. I know, she is upset. We'll put probably a round bale right here for her so she has plenty to eat. That way she can stay nice and happy. And her mom will be right on the other side. Kind of keep her happy-ish, happy-ish. Come on. Come on. That is cool. Give her a little bit more room. She's gonna be in the penthouse over here. I'm not gonna know what to do with all this space. Which is good. I don't want to. She's not veal, you know. We want to make sure she has plenty of room. She can go in there and have a good time. That thing behind me is our version of a buffalo fly trap is what it's called. If you're interested in natural fly control, if you're looking at that, it's basically a chute that they walk through, and it's supposed to get the flies off of them, and it has typically a plastic cover that goes over the top of it, but it kind of got destroyed this winter in the wind. But so it chews the flies off of them, and then I know. And then the flies get trapped in there because they go up and they try to go to the light, and then they get cooked. that's probably a video for another day. We've had varying levels of success with it. I have to cut my hand open on this metal that's on the side of it. Cool. Actually, that's pretty freaking sweet. I don't know if I need to put anything in. I might just not worry about it. Man. She's not getting out of that, that's for sure. Sweet. So she's gonna have this whole big area, and hopefully you can see me, but it's basically 24 feet across this way, and then 12, 24, 36, probably another 8 feet. So 44 feet. She's gonna have this big area. We'll put a round bale in here. I may even put it right here since it's already a little bit muddy. And there's kind of like a nice dry area where she can lay over there. We'll have a water system set up right here. She's not gonna drink too much. She's not gonna drink too much water anyways, she's so small. And then we'll just fill it up as she needs it. We won't have it on a refill system. We'll just fill it up as she goes. She's excited, she's ready to get in here. All right, well, let's work on getting some hay in here before we get her in here. And then we'll finish it up. This is a bale that I had already opened up for the sheep, so it's kind of be real gingerly with it. All right, so we'll fill this water up and then she'll be all ready to roll. So she's excited to come over here and they're all excited for her new spot. Mom's excited to check out her girl's first new place. And then after we get her over here, the other cattle probably have another day worth of hay over there. I plan on feeding them. I plan to give them a fresh bale first thing tomorrow, but they kind of think with their stomachs. So probably what I'll end up doing is I'll get her over here, get her settled in, and then I will put a fresh bale over there, and that way everybody's getting food, everybody's staying happy. There'll be a lot less yelling, crying in the first, few hours. I'm sure by this evening, it's 4 o'clock now, I'm sure by this evening, late this evening, everybody will be back to being upset, but at least this way, Mom won't be so upset because she'll be having a full belly. So get this water filled up and then get her moved over. All right, got the bachelorette pad all set up. So we get this gate closed and we'll see if we can get Tiny Tina over here. Check out her new digs. I think I could just open this up. Cool. Let's tie it up through there. Not sure what that was doing. Hopefully with a little bit of luck, she'll see this and just want to go right in. Come on, Tina. It's like soup over here. Heavy, heavy clay. Doesn't drain very well. Flat as a pancake. Hello, love. Are you ready for your new digs? Go on. Go on, baby. Come on. Let's not play that game. Whenever trying to do something with Tiff, I always tell her they know something's up because she's walking at them like something's up. And I feel like that's how I'm walking at her right now. It's like something's up. Come on, baby. Gate's wide open. You're okay. You're okay. There you go. Oh, yeah. Hard right. She's never walked through there, so she doesn't know it's a gate or an opening. Well, that is okay. So we will do this. Make it a little bit more tempting. This thing's barely on there. The bottom's undone, no problem. You're okay, baby. You're okay. There you go. Hard left. Look at that, right at home. Nice. I love it. I love when a plan comes together. Let's close this up. Already enjoying all the food. Everybody knows the key to a woman's heart is through her stomach. Sorry. And now she's just the center of attention. She doesn't have to go to a different pasture. She can stay right next to her mom. She's safe and sound, feels right at home. Keep the stress off of her. I'm gonna throw this around there just to give it a little bit of stability. We used to, well, I should say we used to, the last few that we weaned them in the far pasture on the other side of the farm. And we moved Doug over there, our little steer who we're growing out right now. And our neighbor called us, and he's like, he texted me the morning after, and he said, hey man, you know you got a cow over here who's been crying, thinks something's going on. And I had to tell him that he just missed his mom, and that I was sorry, but it might be a little while before he stops bellowing like that. So I'm hoping that we got a lot less of that with Tina here being so much closer. And Big Red is super vocal, but you know, I've never heard Tina cry, which is odd because Big Red is so vocal, and her last boy, Humphrey, that guy, that's Big Red right there. That last guy, Humphrey, he had a set of pipes on him, and he would always cry. But I have never heard Tina make a peep. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if she can talk. She's happy right now. She gets her own round bale. All the hay she wants. Everybody else is wanting what she wants. Rudy over here This is Rudy. Rudy wants to drink her water. For no reason, they got water right over there, but this is fresh and she can't get to it, so she wants it. I know. I know. You're sad. We'll get you some food. All right. Let things calm down a little bit. I'll get him some hay and we'll get things back to normal. Well, here we are. Here we are. Got Tina all set up in her new place. Everybody's very excited about it, especially her mom. We heard what her voice sounds like. Tiny Tina, 6.5 months old. Got her all set up with her own little bale of hay, her own little water system. She's right next to her mom. We got the big girls and a couple boys all set up with their own hay. So hopefully after a little bit they'll relax. Probably more me being out here too. A lot of times when we go away, it's like a tree. If a tree falls in the woods, doesn't make a sound. So when we go away, they don't make any noise actually. But no, we have a camera out here so we can keep an eye on them from a distance. And Tina's over there eating. She'll be okay. It'll be a day or so and there'll be a lot of crying and mom will get a little uncomfortable, but everything will relax. I ended up putting their hay feeder, put it over here against the cattle panels and just tied it off. That thing's pretty heavy, well over 1,000 pounds, so it should give it a little bit more stability. They'll be okay. If you have cattle at your farm, I'd love to hear what your weaning process is like. This is the first time we've tried it where she's kind of in her home base area and we just made sectioned off a little bachelorette pad for her. So like I was saying before, we've moved them all the way on the other side of the farm, but you know, as you read more and more into it, it seems like if they can see each other, if they can smell each other, that it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping they chill out here pretty quick and Tina gets to being a big girl and everything will be great. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and we'll see you on the next one.